It is currently 7:33 as we start this video, and I'm taking that as a sign as well. For you, okay, whoever I am speaking to, something is coming in for you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Another sign that I had gotten was a car speeding by just before I hit record as well. So something is coming in very fast. But for you specifically, you are in this heavy, like, masculine energy right now. This is something that you are learning how to break out of. Whether you are a woman or a man, it does not matter, because energy is energy, right? We all have feminine and masculine energies within us. And it was 1:11 on the timestamp as I said that. Okay? At this time, you are needing to get very grounded within yourself and very structured. You can't just be sporadic anymore, okay? You can't just be, yes, of course, go with the flow, because if you've been watching my videos or not, doesn't matter. But being in a flow state, in a sense of where you don't overthink things so much anymore, okay? You are learning how to go from being in your head to being more so in your body, being grounded in your body, having that mind-body connection. That is what you are learning how to do, or being called to do. Okay? I'm also getting something about your root chakra. So being intentional with being grounded, your foundation. I'm getting a car just passed by. Okay, but 2:44 on the timestamp. Yes, your foundation of life, okay, working on your root chakra is paramount, which means important, in case you didn't know. But it is very important at this era or area of your life, because you're needing a solid foundation to work with, okay? Source, spirit, God, okay? Pick a name, doesn't matter. They can't work with when you're operating from a shaky foundation. They need a solid base. You need to have a solid base. So that is what you are being called to do in this season of your life. Also, when it comes to your mental clarity, more clarity is needed, okay? So taking charge of your mind, of your mental, what is being, okay, I'm also getting something about the subconscious, your subconscious. So what is operating from your subconscious? You are becoming more aware or more alert about what you truly are operating from, right? That 95%, aka your subconscious, and how that has been taking hold of you, how exactly that has been, leading you and leading, your life. You're more aware of it now, or you're learning how to become more aware of it, okay? So I'm pretty sure my last video, I said something in there about like self-reflection or introspection, okay? So this is also talking about that as well. But you are, quote unquote, cleaning out the gunk, so to speak. You're unlearning, right, that past programming and conditioning that you've once were operating in, obviously, because that's all you knew. That's all you know, right? That's all that, that home base, your childhood, that foundation, okay? That was your entire identity. So to speak, in short, you're having a ego death, right? But you're not supposed to have it so abruptly. 555 on the timestamp. You're not being called to have it so abruptly. And I feel like for you want things so quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? So you're also being advised to practice lots of patience in this area, okay? That is what they are working with you on. Your patience and how the law, so to speak, of the universe actually works. How this whole matrix system really works, and the patience that is needed to manifest your desires and a new self-concept. That's the word I was looking for, okay? You are building a new identity at this time. You're building a new self-concept, a whole new image. But this time it's for real, okay? You're not just faking it until you make it. You're not just piling on new, programmings and affirmations on top of an old, anxious-based or what have you foundation. You're not doing that anymore. You're truly getting in there, aka you're going within. You're going to your root, the root of your problems, your root of your issues, okay? You're doing the shadow work. You have to really dig deep, really go within and uproot all of that, programming, all of your ill, ways of thinking about yourself, and, subconsequently, really hope I'm using that word right. I think so. I think it goes there. But, how you feel about others and whatever, what have you, right? You're washing away that old self-limiting beliefs, and you're pouring in new ones. You're pouring in a new identity, those fragmented parts of you, little by little. You're learning how to integrate all of these different parts of you. Basically putting the puzzle back together, or putting the pieces back together. You're learning how to no longer hate yourself and how to feel whole within for the parts of you that you cannot control. For example, like your voice or your race, right? You're just learning how to truly embody self-love, right? You also could be feeling in a mental bind, feeling stuck, because this new identity that you are creating, that you are cultivating from that safe, steady foundation, a real secure foundation, right? That identity, this new ego of yours that you are building, getting rid of the old ego, okay? It feels terrifying because your ego is literally cultivated to keep you safe. That old identity, those old past identity, right? Those emotional wounds, those childhood wounds and conditioning that programmed you, that basically built you so to speak, that trauma-based ego, that trauma-based identity. You're completely doing away with all of that. That is so no longer needed. And you're walking into this new life, and you're being advised to come empty-handed. Okay? You no longer, 7:44 on the clock, okay? And I hope y'all heard my AC go like ding, made like a little noise. Period. Confirmation for me. Okay? But you no longer have to hold on to your past self or your past identity. Like, you don't have to be afraid to step into your power, so to speak. And it feels terrifying because it feels like you're walking on a tightrope. It feels like you're literally walking on the edge, walking off of a cliff. However, it's all not even wishful thinking, because you don't want that, but in short, it's not gonna happen like that. Okay? You're gonna be safe as you go on this expedition. Okay, so this whole recording just crashed. Okay? But I felt like it was a part of the message, or it can be worked in with the message, which we were just talking about, not, panicking or, having these premonitions. That's the word Spirit gave me in a last message, and I thought that was so cool because I don't even use that word. But, instead of being fearful, so to speak, and feeling like you're walking on a tightrope or about to walk off of a cliff, there's no need to feel that. With this recording that just crashed, I knew that, yeah, it crashed. If I exit out of it, it'll still be saved because the software I'm using automatically saves the recordings. Period. I didn't panic. I didn't stress. I just turned it back on and, restarted or started another recording. So I say all that to say, no matter what, like, you're going to be well taken care of. And it just feels scary. And it's okay to admit that it is terrifying, or it just feels very uncomfortable because your ego wants to keep you safe. Okay? And the dissociation, or that like panicky, like, oh no, I have to come back, It's kind of like swimming or being a child and going to the beach, right? For the first time or whatever. It's gonna be scary to go into the water, right? You're gonna like want to swim back to shore as fast as you can, but then you realize, oh wait, I'm wearing a floaty, or oh wait, I have on a life jacket. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm good. That's exactly you right now. Okay? No matter what, you're gonna be good. And in this next phase and area of your life, you're just being called to just let go and surrender. Okay? Don't hold on to there's no need for you to hold on to the past. You're only doing that because you are afraid. Those past experiences, people, your past, identity is literally all you have known for however old you are, okay? 20 years, 35 years, 50 years. That's all you've known. That's all you've been operating from. And this is why it's so important to take baby steps and to not so quickly jump into this new identity or force a new self-concept, because that old ego of yours is still trying to cling on because it feels like you are quite literally dying, but you're not. You're just changing, and that's okay. But yeah, okay. Also, while you go through this, make sure you are staying Grounded, yes, but also balanced for sure. Go through this balanced. And you stay balanced by remembering and reminding yourself that you don't have to change 100% so abruptly. Like, it's okay. Eventually, you're going to be embodying the woman or the man, hey, shout out to men's on here, that you see in your head. That version of you, that bad bee, that it girl, period. You've always been her. You've always been him. But, it's going to take, work, baby steps. All right. And that's what you are doing. You are doing the work. Okay. So that is a message I got for you today. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, because it's a vibe over here. It's a tribe and it's a vibe over here. And we're going to be exploring more, esoteric ways to level up, so to speak, to glow up, and to just step into the baddest, most prettiest, most gorgeous, beautiful beings that the world has ever seen. All right. So stay tuned. Let me know if this message hit for you, or if it didn't. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.